Welcome, Capricorn, to your love reading for the weekend of the 14th and 15th of 2019. I do see here that there's some clarity to be had. There's something to be thankful for, but there's also is a feel good factor, and then there's this energy of going into a little bit of depression because I want to leave, I am leaving, but then you're not sure of how to do it. This could be literally the case, like getting up and leaving or leaving something emotionally. And I feel like that may be the issue. And it could be two people involved for some. You have an earth sign, then you have Aries showing up here along with children as well. And then you have an air sign as well. All right. But I feel like the overall aspect is focusing on your own security, your self-worth, that self-love, feeling confident, but not overdoing it. When I say that, I mean that if you feel like you have these things going for yourself, hey, you can put that out. You can say certain things to feel good about what you have and what you've accomplished, but not in a way to manipulate another person. And hopefully you're not allowing that to happen with you, saying I have this, I have that, you need to come with me because I'm going to be the better person for you, these kind of things. If you pull someone in that way, it's not going to be really good for you in the long term because you pull someone in a way that was dependent on a certain thing or something that you have. If you don't have it, then what? So watch how you attract a certain person in your life. So it's almost careful with the ego or how you may come across with someone else. And also, say the Aries or person that you might be dealing with, this person may be someone that has fallen away from you, but they still try to get into your life in some way, and they want something from you. And sometimes you have to remember that if you have something that someone wants, they'll continue to come around if you allow that to happen. But I feel like this person is doing their best to let you go, but they're still holding on to a bit of baggage as well, which is feeling a bit hurt as well, a bit stung by it. But it's often you still standing true to how you feel and coming through by being clear that things are not really working out. And I feel like your best bet is to do some research on what you need to do in order to move away from this situation, in order for you to look in different directions, look away from what's been bothering you. And even if you feel like you can't move away from something emotionally that might be very intense, it still tells you, if I'm having some concerns financially with this connection, with this marriage, with this place of employment, or what I'm doing, what else are you going to do? You have to move away from it. Sometimes we can learn something by going back to the past and then moving forward, but you don't want to go back there and get stuck there. Now, sometimes it's your best bet not to keep looking back there, because if someone is going to manipulate you, they know what to say, they know what to do, they know how to make things seem like what they aren't. And sometimes you may run into a situation where you're dealing with someone who's playing around or saying certain things. They might not even be communicating to you, but they could be. If you're watching this person from a distance, they may be saying certain things to make as though they're making changes for you, but it's not for you. And that shouldn't be for you completely, because clear communication, word to mouth, being around one another, those kind of things need to happen in order for you to move forward into something more solid. So I feel like there are some changes that are needing to happen. And if you feel like you're losing control, I just told Virgo this, they had that kind of energy here. Sometimes it's wanting to be in the control of somebody or a relationship, and that's not going to be a healthy thing. Letting go of those issues, that could be something that's important. If you feel like you can't resolve a certain matter, do what you need to do by being honest, being clear, and allowing something to go where it is. Once we make the space and clear something out, other things are able to move into our lives. But until then, if we have things that are not healthy for us, clarity is not going to come. All right. And if you're either manipulating, the ego struggle and giving into a lot of drama with somebody, that's always going to come back to bite us in the butt eventually. So I feel like just trust that things can work out for you. And I feel like this weekend you may be very true to yourself and how you might be feeling, and being very clear with somebody. And I feel like that's very good. So do your best that you can do to make some changes for yourself and to change your perspective about why something that has gone the way it has gone and why you have experienced what you've experienced. All right. So I hope the messages did help out in some way. Much love to you, much light. I wish you the very best. And you can always go to, I always feel like I don't have the website up, but you can go to the description of the video and you can email me for a private or personal reading if you would like to, dealing with love. All right. Have a good one, Caps.